Hello guys, welcome back. I know it's been a long time since I made my last video. I hope you guys are fine, and since I'm starting making new videos, I was a bit busy previously, so I started and I thought a bit during this time, what should I do and how should I work on my next video so that it can be more entertaining and more helping for you guys. So guys, I'm going to make stepwise videos in which I'm going to explain each and every tab of Microsoft PowerPoint, and I will also explain how you can save time by using more efficient ways to make your PowerPoint presentation more good and more efficient. So for that, for example, now whenever you open a Microsoft PowerPoint window, the first thing that you see is the options that you have are home. This is the main tab in which you can see different options, which is a blank presentation. You have different themes. Actually, you can use either of them. So these are predefined themes and they have their own setup in which they have their own template. You can also use them for your own presentations, and if you want to see some more themes, you can click here and you will be able to see different themes on different topics and different things. So these are pretty much common themes. You can start from here and you can use them. I will cover this topic in a separate video, but before that I'm going to go toward our topic for this video, in which I'm going to explain the home tab of Microsoft PowerPoint, and later I will also cover all these parts, all these tabs in this interface, so that you can easily know how and what you can do in Microsoft PowerPoint. So before starting, I'm just going to go and click on home. So it will take me to this template. In order to start with a blank presentation, I'm going to start here and click on the blank presentation. So once you click on a blank presentation, this is a template that you are going to see. So this template shows a typical background in which you have a default template in which it says that click to add a title. So once you click here, you will be able to write anything that you want. For example, let's say we write a sample text here, SAMPLE, sample text, and followed by any subtitle that you want to show or something like that. So let's just undo this one, and I'm just going to show you a simple meaning of the whole this interface. So once you see these are different options, this just includes file. When you click here, you will see the same option tab that you saw before, and you can go click here and go back, and then you can see different options, which includes insert tab, in which you have different options. For example, adding a new slide, reuse slides. You have an option for tables. You can insert new different tables. So as you can see here, different number of columns and different number of rows. You can add whatever you want. So the picture tab, illustrations, in which you include the shapes, the icons, the smart art tab, and also you can also add add-ins. I'm going to cover this part in my later videos, but for the first time I'm going to cover step by step. So in this video I'm going to cover the home tab, and then I will slowly go on to the next step and go into detail about each and every step. I'm trying to make a video as small as possible so that it will be more easier and more interesting for you guys. So this is the default template. So if you want to see what you can do with this menu, you can see that, for example, this is a new slide. As you can see, if you click over here directly, you will have a new slide directly. But if you go here and click here, you will also be able to see different options that you can have in your slide title. For example, right now click on new slide, and let's say I want a slide in which I am able to have a comparison. So you can see that I have another slide which includes a title slide and two subsections, in which you can either add a picture, you can either add a table, smart chart, smart graphic, or you can add 3D models or icons, videos, online pictures, or anything that you want. And similarly, same goes for this part. So this is how you make a slide layout. And for example, this is my slide layout. I don't want my slide layout to have this thing. So what you can do is go to the layout option, and you will have an option for blank slide. Once you click here, you will have a blank slide all over again. And for example, I want to reset this slide, so you just click here and all the slides will be reset, and it will go back to the default tab that you want. So as you can see, reset the position and say okay. For example, if this is somewhere here and you want to reset it, it will go back to its original position that you had defined. So we already defined a layout for this one, that's why it's not doing anything when you do a reset. Okay. One important thing about the slide tab is that you can also make sections. For example, if you want to add a section, you can add a section in your slide. For example, this is my main slide. You can add a introduction. Let's say you can add a section for your slide, let's say introduction, and then you can say okay, I want to add a section here. So click here and you just select add a section here, and then you can add another section, let's say background. So these are different sections or tabs that you can add in your Microsoft presentation. So introduction, background, and all that. So that's how you can do that. One more thing that you want to use, for example, you have a presentation from which you want to reuse a slide. For example, it says, it gives you an option that, okay, you have some certain presentation in your Microsoft PowerPoint presentation and you want to reuse that slide in your own presentation. So what you can do is you can simply go here and you can choose whatever you want and whichever slide that you want. For example, let's say I want to use this slide, and it will open that slide and will ask you which particular slide you want to insert. For example, I say I want to insert this slide. So it will help me insert the same slide in my Microsoft presentation without actually going to that presentation. So that's actually a good feature for you guys, right? Okay, moving toward the next type, which is a font. So let's say you click on this font. This is my font that I have by default. Let me just clear off the previous slide so I can just remove these ones. And now you can see that this is the font that I actually have. So you can have different options. You can either make them bold or you can unbold them. You can make them italic, like it's a little bit curved. You can make them underline if you want, or you can also cut them like this. You can put a line on this one, but you don't want them like that. And this is an option in which you want the spacing. For example, this is a very tight spacing. This is a normal type spacing. This is a very loose type spacing. But if you don't like any of these, you can go in this option, more spacing, and you can increase them by increasing the distance between them by easily expanded or condensed options. You can change them like here. Also, what you can do is you can also highlight them by simply coloring them like this, or coloring something like this. Or you can change the color of the font by simply going here. And one option that you cannot see here is the subscript and the something like this. For example, I want to make this subscript. You have to go here and then select subscript, and then you can see this option goes down. Similarly, you select that again and want you to have superscript. You can click here and then you can see it will go up. So this option is only available when you click over here. Okay, rest of the options, which includes the left hand side, right hand side, middle. You can also add bullet points from here, all that. You can also change the bullet points from here. You can change different bullet options like this one. And for example, let's go here and remove this part, and you can see how does it looks right now. So these are bullet options. You can also make custom bullet options. Go to the bullet options and bullet numberings, and you can see have different options. If you want to customize, you can also customize, like you want to use a specific icon for your bullet points, you can use that. For example, I want to use this one. You click on OK and then press OK. Now you can see that all your bullets have this kind of particular icon, which is your custom icon. You can also use any of your own logos or any icons that you want for your own image. Okay, let's just go back here and make it centered. Now, what else option do you have? So this is a horizontal text. If you want them to be vertical, it can work like this. Now, if you want to select them again, press Ctrl+A, and you can change an option for your text again. You can also rotate all of them, or you can stack them like this, but you don't want them like this. Just make them horizontal. Now, what else? Let's say I have two different icons, and let me just make another slide for you. For example, I already explained these parts. For example, I have different icons. I'm just going to quickly take some shapes. Let's say this shape 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's say I randomly arrange these shapes over here, and now you can see that they are randomly arranged, and I want them to be aligned properly. So what I can do is I can go to home, I can go to arrange, and then align them and align them to the top. So remember, when I click on align them on the top, the picture with the picture which is on the top most side will be the one it will be referenced to. For example, this is the picture, so all this picture will be on the same level as this picture. For example, I want them to select them like this, go to arrange, align, and align to top. Now you can see that all the pictures were aligned based on this pictures. Okay, now I think that this distance is too uneven, so what I can do is select them again, go to arrange, align, and distribute horizontally. So you can see that all of them are arranged and distributed horizontally. Also, you can select them and you can change the direction. You can rotate them like this, or you can rotate them like this, whatever you want. Now, one more example that I want to show you, but before that I need to change the color. For example, I give them a blue color, and let's say this picture is like this. This is right now on the back side. I don't want it to go in the back side, but rather I want it to be in the front side of this shape. So go here, arrange, just click here on the bring to the front. So it will bring this picture to the front. Similarly, if you want this picture to come on the front, you can go here, arrange, and you can say bring to the front, and this will come to the bring to the front side. So that's how you do this particular thing in using shapes. So that was one part for the using shapes, and another was for using arranging tools. Also, what you can do is that you can find anything in the Microsoft presentation. For example, if you want to find something like batteries, so just type batteries and it will show you where that particular text is. So when I clicked here, it just selected all the text. So now you can only have options that you want to change match case. That means it will not show this word because this is not a capital text. So you can see that was the last match we found. Okay, so just uncheck that and then it will found that. Okay, so this is how you work with that. You can also replace, for example, find what. Now if you click on replace, it will give you two options, find this one and replace with hello. So it will find this word and will replace with this word. So let's say click on replace, and what you see is you can see batteries replaced with hello. So that's how the find tool works. And similarly, select tools. So what does select tools work? If you use this select tool and click on selection pane, it will show you all the objects that are being used in this particular slide. So once you click here, you can see that this particular slide has this image, this image, this image. Or if I want, I can hide these ones from here. For example, let's hide this one, so you cannot see this picture anymore. Now if you simply click on here also, you can see that this particular is selected, so you can unhide them. And if you want to unhide this one, you can select this one. It will unhide this particular image. So that's how you do it. And the last one, in which you can have an option to dictate. You can press it and you can record any audio that you want to be recorded for your own video. And the last one, which is the latest feature in design ideas, which you can use is, if you select on design ideas, it will generate some designs for you. For example, in this particular case, we don't have anything. I'm just going to remove this one, for instance, and I'm going to add a new layout, which is, just say, click on this one, and I've added title and slide content. And now you can see that I have different options for my design ideas. For example, I say introduction, and it will give me ideas based on this one. So these are different generated ideas that this design ideas has generated, so that I can see which one ideas I like the most. For example, I don't like this idea, so if I want to choose this one, I can select this one and it will automatically be updated in this slide. So that's how you do it. That's all about Home tab. If you guys have any questions about the Home tab, please leave your comments down below in this video and I will get back to you. And if you want to learn something else in this video, or if you want to learn something else related to PowerPoint or anything else, please leave your comments down below and I will get back to you. And if you haven't subscribed my channels, please do subscribe my channel, like, comment and share, and it would be great. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.